Hello everyone, welcome back once again to CareerQ, a place to curate your career. In today's video, we will be learning more about Zensar and how this organization is, what you can expect if you're joining in as a fresher, how is the hike cycle, the appraisals, how much can you expect a growth in yourself based on your knowledge, and a lot more. So without further ado, let's get started. So Zensar is again one of the sister organizations of all the service based industry that we have been talking about, and it is one such organization that hires freshers in large numbers. So let's talk about whether you should join in Zensar as a fresher or not. To be very honest, when I was doing my research on this organization, I found that this organization is a really confused organization. Like the HRs or the policies that they are following, they are a bit confused, and I will discuss in the video why I am saying that I find it a bit confused. Okay, this is one of these organizations wherein the policies really differ for different cases, and that is why I call it a confused organization, and you'll get to know more about it as we continue the video. So the first thing that we talk about is, of course, the training. As soon as you are onboarded, or as soon as a fresher is onboarded, he or she is likely to go and undertake a training. So what is the type of training, and till when are you expected to take this training? So the training is actually domain specific. Before you start your training, you will get to know which is the domain that you will be working in, and then you will be trained accordingly. So it can be, you can be put into the Java domain and be trained for only on Java. You can be put into the cloud domain and trained only on cloud. You can be put into the support domain and trained only on the support part. So, the training is domain-based training, and it continues for a total of 3 months. So 3 months, average 3 months of training is given for this domain-based training to take place, and post that you are allotted to projects. Now, as this project allocation happens, it is not that everyone is mapped into a project immediately. No. You will be further, if they do not have any specific position or opening for you, then you will be put on bench like in all service-based companies. Now, let me tell you, here there is one thing or one loophole or one thing that I have found out. When you are on bench, you can stay there for 3 months. So for some people, after they have completed 3 months, they are being pressurized and they are being sent on an unpaid leave for the next 45 days. So now if the organization has trained you on a particular domain and the organization has not been able to map you into some project, this is a flaw from the organization's end, first of all, because if there was no such vacancy, then why did you hire? Why did you train that person in that domain? You could have trained that person in some other domain where there is a vacancy. So these are some things that happens in Zensar, and we cannot really do anything about it. You or the candidate is specifically asked to go in for an unpaid leave of 45 days after he has completed 3 months of bench period in the organization, and they do not give any salary. Let me tell you, it's an unpaid leave for 45 days. But this is one condition that has been seen for some cases. For few cases, there are people who have been sitting on bench enjoying complete salary and everything for 8 to 10 months. So, this policy, it is a confused policy. It does not apply to all. Some people are being sent on this. Some people are kept on bench and they are enjoying their bench time and getting all the salary, no forceful unpaid leaves, nothing. So this is one thing that I find Zensar to be confused in. If you are making a policy, a bench policy, it should be equal for everyone. Now let's forget about it, and next we move on to bond. The same picture comes to bond. There are many people who don't have a bond structure for the same job profile. Okay, I'm not saying for different job profiles. For the same job profile, there are many people who have been hired without a bond, and there are multiple other people who have a bond for them. Now, how this bond or no bond is decided for the same job profile within Zensar is something again really confusing. And when I'm talking this, I'm talking only with respect to freshers. I'm not talking about people who are switching in and coming. Okay, I'm talking solely about freshers. So for the same job profile, for some people there is no bond. For some people there is bond. So again, their bond policy, I don't know. It is again a confused policy because it does not act in the same way for the same people. So I call it confused. And these are the two things why I call Zensar a confused organization, because the policies differ for different people and you don't know how it is differing, how they are selecting that, okay, this person will fall in the non-bond structure or this person will fall in the bond structure. So this you don't know, you and I cannot decide. In the beginning, the domain you and I cannot decide. So a lot of things is, kept in a black box, which we don't really understand. We just know that it happens and it happens in that way. But what is the deciding factor behind it? There is no really, no light into it. Okay, moving ahead, let's talk about the work-life balance. Then the work-life balance is not considered to be too good over here. Matlab, there can be projects that are chill. Okay, but on the other hand, there can be projects that are very hectic and work-life balance is actually not considered good. Why I am saying this is because apart from the work hours that you are putting in, the management is not really good and the work culture is not good, which is why you can find yourself a bit stuck in the this entire thing, and you can get stuck in some office politics and those things. Some dirty kind of things do happen when you are in Zensar. So the work culture is not really good and the managers are not approachable, the HRs are not approachable. So it becomes very difficult for a person who has gone as a fresher to reach out to anyone, because he is not knowing something and he doesn't have anyone to help as well. So yeah, that becomes a bit shady and not really considered to be good. Another thing that I don't find good about Zensar is that if you have been allotted a domain, trained into that, and you're working in that thing, now you cannot really expect that you can grow or you can learn something else and you can start working in that. Like technology shift, though, it's completely different. But even a growth in what you're currently doing, that is somewhere limited. So for those people who really want a chill life and they have learned something, they are working on it, and they have become pro, and now they are doing something on the side, like they are preparing for something else or they are studying something else, then it is good, because it doesn't put in that much of pressure that you have to do this, you have to learn this, those kind of things Zensar doesn't do. However, for those people who really want to grow in this IT sector and who want to learn new tools and technologies and grow further in their career and want to get a knowledge and experience and a support from their organization for learning and development, those things, then that is also a bit shaky and you don't get much opportunity, which is why again people who want to really grow and learn and keep a growth in their knowledge, this organization is not really the correct place to join. If you are someone who wants a chill infrastructure, like you don't have to do much, yes, the work culture is not that good, but you're okay with the work that is being given and you're okay with the workload and everything, then yes, it is a place to be where you don't get much of headache that you have to complete this course, this training, or undergo this certification. Those kind of things don't take place here. So for that reason, this organization is good. So if you want a chill environment. So that is about the knowledge growth. Now let's talk about the financial growth and how the hikes and appraisals work. Again, here the thing is completely confused. There is no robust hike or appraisal system. And you can find that people who are working for 2 years, people who have been working for 2 years or 3 years might not be getting a promotion, and someone who has been working just for 1 year gets a promotion. Now, of course, the work quality and a lot of things get depend. However, it is seen that there is no cyclic appraisal, or there is no cyclic promotion that once you've completed this many number of days you'll be promoted. So the promotion system is again not that robust. It doesn't have a very good appraisal system as well. So I would say that people who really want to grow in their knowledge and in financially as well, please do not join Zensar. But people who are looking in for stability, people who have different aim and they want to study for that, people who are okay with the salary being given, because they just want to be in the job, they don't want to be unemployed in this season of recession and everything. Then you can definitely join in Zensar. There are multiple good things as well. The projects are good. There are some projects in which the tools and technologies are really recent tools, modern technologies are being used, and things which are trending in the market, those are being used. If you get hold of such a domain, then you are in luck and you will be really gaining a lot. But all I would like to say is that this is not one organization that you should think of staying in for long term, because in the end, knowledge growth and financial growth should go parallelly, if not exponentially. So you need to actually, after a few years, you need to switch in an organization, because financial growth will be somewhere really down. Not that great, because I don't find Zensar that great. When I was reading about it, when I was doing my research, I did not find really good reviews about it, and in any of these phases, except that yes, there are, or they do have some very good projects, and if you are in luck, you get hold of those projects, then you can make a very bright career. So yeah, that's all that I have for you in today's video. If I've missed anything, please put them down in the comments section so that everyone gets benefited. And if you want to connect one-to-one with me, then please come in on topmate.io and I'll try to resolve all your issues. And I'll come again tomorrow with another new video. Till then, stay tuned to CareerQ. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.